collective, get to the bottom of the truth is. With our hearts uncovered, boy, detox from all of the lies you smothered. When them tries could have killed you, but with faith you recovered. Yeah. Peel off the makeup, we finna take off. Never said it'd be a cakewalk. Meditate till we charged up. Execute goes regardless. Decalcify my pineal. Breaking language barriers, we saw millennials. Planets passing age rotations, down mean we owe. So down mean we know. Sometimes we can be slow, that's why my ears open. Every drop you add could complete the ocean. Speak up, play your part too. Been vulnerable, it's so hard to.
Hi everybody, I'm Kimberly with Unseen Truth and Twisted Radio. We are the Twisted Team, and got Henry is part of my Twisted Team. DDH is part of the Twisted Team. Juan Misfit, part of the Twisted Team. And then we got Lakes the Great in here. I'm going to go. It couldn't let me go. It was having an issue with streaming to my page on Facebook, so I'm gonna go into Unseen Twisted Truth page, transfer it over. But anyway, so Henry, we're gonna start it
Hi.
off. We're gonna start it off with you. Artists supporting themselves. What's that mean to you?
It's meant a lot of things. It's meant everything from trying to put boundaries up to find music, if that means staying up all night to do it. Doing whatever odd jobs I can here and there. Hell, it's meant eating out of dumpsters and getting sober. You know, it's meant a lot of things to me. What it means to me now, keep going. I'm gonna leave it at that and keep the panel moving.
All right. Anybody else? Juan, what does it mean to you?
Supporting yourselves, man. I mean, it's everything's in the title. You gotta everything from your brand, what you're trying to do. I mean, if you're not working for it, whether it's what coming down to the 9 to 5s, coming to sharing your posts, sharing other artists' posts, doing shows, going to supporting other shows, even when you're not on them, just really helping the community as a whole. You got to be putting that work in. If you feel like you deserve something, you really got to put them steps in. And supporting yourself is just all of that, man. You gotta really just brand yourself in whatever you're doing. Shouldn't nobody else do it for you? This is your craft. This is what you want to do. This is your dream. You got to chase that, because at the end of the day, ain't nobody else going to do that for you, and they shouldn't. Not to say you probably don't got good people around you, and there's definitely avenues when you're actually supporting the community as a whole. If you're not supporting the community, then you shouldn't sit here and feel like anybody owes you shit. So, I mean, that's really what it is for me.
DDH.
Yeah, so what it means to support yourself, to me, it basically just as it says, make sure that you establish as an artist, just in general. Make sure that you have all your ducks in a row. Make sure that you doing every single thing that you can do to help yourself grow and elevate to get to where you want to get to. So if I say I want to increase my fan base or my listeners, I'm going to do every single thing that I want to do in order to get that done.
Okay. Lakes.
Yes.
Supporting yourself. What's that mean?
Supporting yourself means you gotta get your hustle on. It could be your 9 to 5. It could be uh I mean, if you are a hustler, brings some income in, multiple incomes for yourself to help build your brand. Because if you don't have any income to build your brand, no one's gonna look at you. No one's gonna follow you.
Okay. So to me, Supporting myself. See, and people look at me and they're like, "Oh, well, she's not an artist. How does she know what it's like to be an artist?" I'll give you that. I'll give you that I'm not an artist. I am the reason why you're doing music, though. It not just because you love music for yourself, but because you want fans. I am a fan and a supporter. I don't gain anything by helping you grow besides seeing you grow, and that's the only gift I want. So, as a supporter, I find in running different platforms and giving you a place to be heard, I find the hardest thing that I can ask for is a bio from somebody, an unreleased music. People tell me they don't want their music out there and have someone grab it because there's bulls out here that steal people's music and stuff. I, as someone that's been in the music industry for a few years now and helping artists for a few years now, think that you should automatically have one in the chamber. You should have a song that you can drop at any given time for different things in case someone comes to you and says, "Hey, I have this opportunity for you that just happened. Are you free?" You should have a bio because you're not just somebody that goes in the studio and makes music. You are a brand. You have a business. You should have your BMI. You should have DistroKid, a TuneCore, BandLab, whatever it is that you're using. Sound Exchange, anything. You should be able to MLC. You should be able to collect money off of who you are and become an LLC. Everybody should have an LLC as an artist. Then when it comes down to it, when it comes to the financials, you can always get grants against your business because you are not just a person. You are a business. People don't walk around and think of themselves as business. They think of themselves as this big famous artist and they've already done so great. If you don't, and I made a status about this, if you don't want people hearing your music and you don't need fans, then you should be playing on the moon. But nobody's getting to the moon, are they? So
That's hard.
make that make sense. Everybody wants fans. Everybody's playing music for a reason, to be heard. So why are you sitting on all this music and not getting it out there? Having a strategy, having a plan, have a portfolio, APK or EPK or what's that other one? A link tree, something where it shows all your destinations in one place that you can just hand it over at any given time with photos, up-to-date photos, with a resume. Because if I don't hear who you are and I don't see who you are, how do I know who you are? I don't want your music. If I ask you to come on Wednesday, you go and set your music up on DistroKid to be dropped on Friday. Who has time to steal your beats that you send me for the unreleased for the flyer? Nobody.
Right.
You should automatically have one in the chamber ready to be done.
You should have all your paperwork done across the board before you even put your music out anyway.
Facts. You should already have a license for that beat.
Mark, there's 1,000 different alleyways to make that happen. You know what I'm saying? There's too many places and platforms that you can make that happen that there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to have that.
Facts.
But
And that's supporting yourself. And these are things
most of them are free. There's a lot of them that are free. You don't even got to pay for it.
The only thing you have to pay for is a BMI now. And back in the day, that used to be free.
Yeah, and a lot of times people don't realize when you're doing a project, you're supposed to pre-plan that and start from the beginning to up to a month. Roll it out for the month that you release it, and then a month after, and just keep pushing it. A lot of people just drop stuff, or and then just let it go. Drop it, push it for a couple of days later, and then it's over with after that.
It's the way the game is designed now. It's not like how it was back in the day. Now it's a game of who can release the song the fastest, get the most views, get the most likes, get the most listens. That's all they want now. They don't.
And do
They're
that
not even.
consistently.
So yeah, and a lot of artists don't have that mind frame to say, "Hey, I do the paperwork. I got to do the paperwork." They just go into the studio, record, and drop it.
That's a lot
They're
more.
not thinking about. They're not thinking about the future, or they're not thinking about what they can really gain and how they're really losing,
Facts.
because no one has given them that game.
So I said I had a discussion with somebody and I wasn't upset and this isn't the first and this probably will never be the last when I asked for an unreleased. I talked to the Dark Horse a while back, and a great artist, great person, beautiful soul all the way around, and didn't want to give me an unreleased because they don't like people hearing their unreleased before it's dropped. I play a minute on the flyer. If I play a release song on the flyer, it's going to get muted. So what's the sense of having it? I
Right.
play 1 minute of your unreleased song until you're on the show. And when you're on the show, then I play it as your first song coming out. If you're that famous and your music's that great that everybody's trying to steal it, then why are you here talking to me?
and then with them being on your platform, they have to consent and give you the right to use it. So maybe you should come up with a small NDA or something, and to get that to clear yourself so you can use their music.
I don't even care no more because I told you next year I'm becoming a publisher. So I already signed up with Sound Exchange and everything. So I got everything already in the making of becoming a publisher now.
See, I'm a publisher now too. So being a publisher is everything.
It's everything.
These artists, they don't know what publishing is. They don't even know they can get what that curates and what it brings to the table for them.
No, and not at all. And the thing is to be honest with you, I'm the one that you really want to give your unreleased to. Seriously. Because that's how you're getting the royalties. And people don't realize. And so and then I said that I'm going to start charging people coming on my show because I prefer to just play music anyhow and let an audience come that way. If you want to interview, then you're gonna have to pay me because it's too much of my time that you are wasting when you don't support yourself. You're not sitting still. You're doing 20 million other things. You got people in the background. You're not taking this serious. And I've been doing this for so long that I really take me serious.
You got to be serious.
I care about you.
If you just sit back and you letting everything else go on, man, then what are you doing it for, man? Like you got to make the time for this. If you ain't making the time for this, then you're not an artist, man. Really.
Every Wednesday.
If you just letting it go on.
Every Wednesday and every Saturday, I am soliciting people for them to send me their music to be played on my show. And it can be released music. All you have to do is send it to me because I'm not going to go hunt it down for you. I'm not doing everything for you. I ask for a photo. I ask for a title of their show. I ask for a bio. I ask for an unreleased song. They say to me, this is something you should be doing because you're interviewing me. Really?
No, all the thing
right. You know,
that's where
you tell them you don't care enough about your craft to make that happen yourself. I mean, come on now. That sounds goofy to me.
That's why artists nowadays need managers, because the manager knows all these things and what's supposed to be actually done. And a lot of these artists can't afford a manager at the rate right now.
Okay,
and it's really hurting the artists for not knowing the business.
I want to let DDH finish what he was just saying just now. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, I was just a lot of artists don't realize that the music game is 90% business. It's business, and once I realized the part of the business side and aspect of it, it changed my whole outlook on things. Even from when I'm going to the booth to recording to when I'm coming up with my strategy, and a lot of artists don't do that because they feel like it's just such a popularity thing and stuff like that. It's business, It's so much business involved into
I don't think people realize that the United States is not a country, it's a corporation. You're living in a corporation. Why can't you be a business?
Because you're not BlackRock. Oops.
It doesn't matter. You're living in a corporation. Run yourself as a business. Get an LLC and become a brand and run yourself as who you are, because the government will give you the finance for it. You just got to do the legwork to get ready. No one is going to say, here, please, we want you famous. If you don't say,
And
here,
that's what-
I want to be famous.
That's what artists expect. That is what artists are expecting. Somebody to say, here. They want a handout. And that's not how it works.
See, and
Yeah, it's a lot of them just take it as it's just going to the booth and dropping a track. Anybody can do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be doing that. But what's the point of having 50 songs if you ain't doing nothing with them?
listen to me. I know a lot of artists that don't want to take artist development classes because they think they are good enough that they don't need critiquing. And they don't realize it's not about critiquing, because as an artist, you have to be more than just a rapper. You have to be an entertainer. Oh, wait. Okay. You can rhyme. You can write. But can you entertain me to keep me entertained? Probably not.
Yeah, because I'm an artist too. So I'm also a promoter, and then I'm also a fan. So when I stand back and watch these artists perform, and I just be like, I don't want to see you walk back and forth across the stage rapping, and you is not bringing no entertainment. Where's the life to your music?
Why can't I feel what you're saying? Why can't I see it?
I went to school for performing arts, so I know how a stage works. So when I tell people about the performances, or what's the word for it? The artist development. When I tell them about that part, they look at me like I'm talking Chinese. I'm like, you really, really, really need this. Before Big Sean got on, he had to go through artist development, and he had to do it for a year before he could actually hit that stage and be able to perform in front of the masses, because they want something that's going to be eye-catching and make people stay focused on the entire show all night.
Yeah.
Everybody has attention span of 3 seconds. That's how come Facebook only gives you the analytics for a 3-second video. Who did you keep the attention for more than 3 seconds? Can you keep someone's attention more than 3 seconds? Because we have a short attention span in this community, or in this country, in this government, whatever you want to call it, this corporation. We have a short attention span now because everything's fast food, everything's fast, everything's this, everything that. So when you see it, you want to keep your interest. Now, and songs don't even last more than 3 minutes these days, which is crazy.
Oh yeah, that's short nowadays.
Songs are, they like a minute and 50 seconds now.
That's what I was gonna say. I saw a song for a minute and 54.
That shit sucks.
Because
remember,
it's all about clicks. It's all about clicks. So if your song is a minute and 54 seconds and it's good, somebody's gonna go back to it and listen to it again, because like, that wasn't enough. Let me hear it again. Let me hear it again. I can hear it
because I'm not gonna remember that shit. It's a jingle. To me, it's a jingle. You just made a jingle.
Yeah. Jingles make a lot of money.
and that's that's crazy. Like how you mentioned when you was talking about the artist development and how Big Sean took it. I remember learning from people that actually every industry artist that we see, even big independent ones, they are required to take artist development. And I've realized too that when you critique people and tell them about these things, they take it to heart, and generally not realizing we just trying to help you. We just trying to help you, not trying to tell you that you suck or nothing like that. This is what's going on. I took artist development, and it was so life changing. One of the best things I ever did for myself.
Even having this right here, even having this platform play today, how many people are going to tune in because they're going to think they don't need it? They ain't talking about me. They ain't talking about me.
The thing is you got to be able to take constructive criticism in this. If you can't, man, you ain't going to get nowhere.
It's not even constructive criticism. It's advice.
Most
it's
artists
feedback.
most artists banking on that viral moment because the internet made it that way. The world made it where we can watch you in your living room. So we're banking on that viral moment when you do something stupid or something just uncanny or make people say, "Damn, that was funny as hell. I want to watch it again." Or, "Oh, that was nice. I can." And then you only got 5 seconds type time to 15 seconds to make an impression.
So you know what we need to do? If we sat here and talked about how you can be dumb and not love yourself and not grow, I bet you we'll have a lot of people tuning in.
We will have everybody in the world.
Everybody. We talk about game and knowledge and what you could do to better yourself and not be offended.
They don't want to hear it though. They think that they got it figured out and they don't.
But you have to learn to listen and not just speak.
Exactly.
You got to be a sponge and a teacher. If you want difference in your life, you have to lead by example. And the most people that learn the most are the quietest.
And look, I've dealt with some of the dopest artists, but they have this attitude of they don't need to pay to play. This game is not free.
Not free.
No, and as soon as you tell them that they got to pay something, then they run or they get scared. You know what I'm saying? Like they offended by that. Even like, come on, bro. The whole game is a money game.
Your $10 entry don't even cover my $200-300 I just paid for the DJ, or the $500 to $1,000 I paid for the venue, and I might gotta buy tickets to sell. I gotta do something, and then I gotta do all the promoting. Why am I promoting you and you're not promoting you? Why you're not promoting yourself as hard as I'm promoting you?
Listen to this. Not only will I build you the flyer, I will create you a logo for free if you don't have one, if you want me to, and I'll share it. But why don't you share it too?
Mm-hmm. See, so like you just said, I'll create you a flyer. I even go as far as to say, hey, meet me somewhere. I'm going to do a commercial on you so we can promote you some more.
Fact.
You know, this stuff costs big money, and a lot of people tell me where I am right now. Like, I got a lot of friends in the industry, and they say, man, I don't know why you wasting your time where you at. And you in Detroit, you're wasting your time there because ain't nobody gonna take you serious. You have to leave home for people to take you serious.
Facts. I spend over $100 a month, and I can't get someone to share their own flyer that I made.
Yes, it's bad. Yes, guys, go back to that support thing, and not realizing that you investing already into them just from the fact of what you pay for the platform.
I think the FBI just clicked on. Get off of here, guys.
So
it is crazy that you can't take yourself serious. As an artist, I got it. Someone left me a message saying there's a lot of bulls out there, and I'm not saying you're one, but there's a lot out there, and people are going to try to steal your stuff.
Somebody
I
just try
am
to
mad
call
at
me
that.
when they do that.
And that's sad that that's how the world is. But at the end of the day, either you got to trust somebody here to help you or not, or always be guarded. It's your choice. Because I don't benefit by you coming on my platform. I'm not making money by you coming on my platform. You're not bringing me views. I have a following without you. It has nothing to do with you. You didn't create my following. Did you bring people to my page? No. I go to other people's page and support them. That's why they come to my page. I go to other people's shows. That's why they come to my show.
Oh.
So why you be mad because no one's not coming to your show? Whose show did you go to?
Exactly.
Okay. So I got a situation of my own. Like, okay, so I'm giving an event November 29th. I told all the artists, bring one paying supporter, which is $10, and the artist will get in for free and perform for free, but they only get 5 minutes. I had an artist hit me up and say, 5 minutes is diabolical. And I'm like, what?
That's 2 songs.
And I'm like, I'm like, I'm giving more than just 5 minutes. There's going to be multiple influencers there doing interviews and podcasts doing interviews, radio
Right.
stations doing interviews, helping you build your content, giving you a platform that you won't do for yourself.
I'm
All for the
giving you
price
an
of
audience.
nothing.
I'm giving you an audience that you didn't reach on your own. I'm giving you a
For
fan base
$10
that didn't know
that you don't
nothing
even got to
about
pay.
you. That didn't know nothing about you. Joe Smo was nothing because he didn't bring his own people to support himself. Joe Schmo doesn't have an entourage, so he's mad because you're bringing an entourage that he don't know. Please.
Artists don't think about this stuff because they don't realize that in real time, in real life, when they get a real big deal, all their money is going to go to that same stuff that they're getting for free right now.
The exposure is enough.
You got to pay for that. They might sign you a deal for $4 million, but you're not realizing it's $10,000 to be on this radio station right here for the next 3 to 6 months. It's gonna cost you another $10,000 for studio time. You got to pay this back.
Yep.
This
That
money
money,
you gotta pay back.
that money is a loan to take care of everything that you got to do. They're not paying for your shit. That's a loan that you got to pay back, and you got to take all that to put it into yourself. And I mean, come on, man, it's all rigged.
And 9 times out of 10 depends on what deal you signed. And if you didn't have a proper lawyer, and we're going to get that Thursday. We're going to talk about it on Thursday, so we're not going to do much into that tonight. But and if you don't know what you're doing, because ignorance is the reason why the government's still a government, the laws are still laws, because we don't know the real laws. So ignorance is only an excuse why someone's able to take advantage of you.
If you look into it, they're supposed to be working for us, not the opposite.
Facts.
That's definitely facts. Big old facts.
Facts. Nike wouldn't be Nike if nobody wore it.
You're right.
People just don't like to invest in themselves, period.
No, because they think that you should be doing it. I really had someone say to me, "This is your job. This is what you're supposed to be doing." Every interview I went on, they did all this for me. I said, "Who are you?" I said, Google me. Google me. Who are you?
Right.
Because I promise you, when you Google me, you're going to have 4 pages to go through. When I Google you, I'm going to see 1. And I got to search for it. It's not going to come up.
Hey,
put your whole name in.
I get that. I get that because I tell artists that I had an artist who said I never could Google my name until you showed me what to do. Now I can Google my name anytime. And he like, I appreciate it. I never knew that it didn't take as much. A lot of people think it takes a lot of work to do paperwork. It don't. Most of the filling paperwork out for the brand takes 7 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Become an LLC takes.
That's 7 minutes. It takes 7 minutes to fill out your. Yep, 7 to 15 minutes out your day. When I do songs, I do my paperwork right after it. Right after I do my songs, I do my paperwork. So when you get in the studio with me, it's no just leaving after the studio and then calling me a week later. What's up with the paperwork? No, we're doing it right now. This is a part of the business.
Yes.
If you stay ready, you don't got to get ready.
That's what I'm saying. If you have one in the chamber, then you're not worried about that unreleased that I'm going to expose for you. I'm pushing you to play it, man. I'm pushing
you did your shit the right way. You ain't got no work.
Why are you sitting on it?
All my unreleased got this paperwork too. So yeah, you shouldn't be tripping.
Facts, but they are tripping over an unreleased and they're tripping over me asking for a bio.
Kimberly, how many of my released songs do you have?
How many unreleased songs do I have?
How many of my released songs do you have?
Oh, I don't have 0 released songs of yours.
Right. But I play them.
But I have over 20 unreleased songs of yours because you're not out there yet. But at the end of the day, the thing is with people, they don't realize I own so many unreleased music from people that are better than you.
You're doing all right.
That are better than you. And it's not just my opinion, okay? It's who supports who. It's these artists out here that are sending me their music and I'm not asking them for it because they want to be played on my playlist. They want another audience that they normally wouldn't have heard from.
And artists don't make it their business to go to events where they're BMI and ASCAP and CSAC licensed. They go to these events that have no licensing. A lot of them don't know about it, but they go to these events and they don't realize they're actually making money if you go to a BMI licensed event or an ASCAP or a CSAC event.
You don't
they don't realize that they're making money because they're not taking care of their paperwork.
You know what position I'm putting myself in? You know what position I'm putting myself in? Anytime I say Ashe, I'm getting paid.
Hey, it's like so with that being said, we say our slogan is go where your music matters. That's our slogan. Go where your music matters. So when we give events, we're making sure they're BMI, ASCAP, CSAC license, so artists can get paid. We're making sure that our DJ can stream your music when you perform, so you can get paid.
Facts, and that's what
we're making sure you get a bag.
And that's what I'm changing up right now. So next year, when I said I was taking a break, someone got offended, or not offended. Their perception of what I said that wasn't exactly what I said. But I can't help with how you perceive something. That's a thought you already had before you even read my message. So when it comes down to it, they thought that I wasn't standing tall on and I was doubting my wave. They had it twisted. I said because I'm standing tall doesn't mean I'm kneeling. No, this is me. Standing tall. You take it as kneeling because that might be a problem that you already see within yourself. Don't mirror that of me. That's not the reflection I'm showing you. I'm taking a break so I don't get burnt out because I'm sick of supporting people that don't want to support themselves.
And you want to make sure your brand is that. You don't want to just keep working and you're not going nowhere. You might have to break down and revamp and put yourself in a better situation.
Then that's what I'm doing. I'm taking a month off so that when I come back, I'm a publisher now.
Hey, congratulations.
And I'm playing their music during that time. I'm just not interviewing people.
No, it's still running. The business is still running. Okay.
I'm just not interviewing people.
Okay.
Because I'm wasting time, and I don't waste time. I don't regrets. I don't have nothing backwards. Everything's positive motion. I don't want to put positive motion out anywhere because Henry and I are going to be traveling and doing live interviews randomly places. We're coming to your event on the 29th.
That's what's up. Yeah. Hey, I just want to say real quick, I'm leaving for a studio session in 15 minutes. So I am going to have to jump off here for now. I do appreciate you having me on. I wish I could stay on longer, but I do got to go to the session. So
what's a brand?
Huh?
What's a brand?
What's a brand? A brand is who you are and what you're doing. A brand is everything that you're standing for, everything that you want people to notice about you. You know, whatever that may be in each person's eyes, you know, just like success is in the high, you know, whatever you want it to be. Yeah. You know, a brand isn't just going in the studio and dropping a song. A brand is taking care of yourself as an artist, doing that paperwork, going to the shows, making sure that you're getting shit done. If you're just sitting around and you think just because you dropped a hot song, like you know, like D said, the shit's 90% business and 10% talent. You know what I'm saying? Your brand is your business. What are you doing to project yourself as an artist? What are you doing to make people notice you? What do you want people to say when they bring up your name? What are they talking about?
Where's your ego in your brand?
My ego in my brand?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Your pride, your ego, your
authenticity. Authenticity. Everything I do is authenticity. Just being authentic, just being genuinely you, not trying to portray to be something that you're not. Just everyday people, just really just being a voice and and just let people know that it's okay to be who you are. You don't have to be something else to make it. You can do exactly what you want to do and be who you want to be and make it if you put the fucking effort behind it. But don't sit here and put no effort behind it and feel like I owe you something or like Kimberly owes you something or like anybody owes you shit. If you're not going to put the fucking steps in, I'm not going to put them in for you, because why? I'm going to waste my time when you don't give a fuck.
So Akon said, once you're authentic, then you don't have to worry about someone catching you off guard, because you're true to self no matter where you're at. So they can't catch you with your pants down. They can't catch you slipping. You stay authentic to you.
So I want to go back to what you said. What's a brand? A brand is,
man. Hey, I appreciate y'all.
Peace and love. I'm proud of you.
Cool.
Thank you. Hey, man,
So
respect to all y'all.
I want to go back to what you were. Okay. I wanted to go back to what you were saying about the what's a brand? Brand is identity and perception. That's what a brand is, your identity and perception. How you want the world to see you as you see yourself in the mirror.
Yes, that's right. So if you're authentic, if you're authentic to yourself, and you're always gonna say, no one's gonna catch you slipping.
Oh yeah. So all you rappers who lying on your music, stop. No.
Stop it. We know you ain't out there doing that. Stop it. You living with your mama. You're eating spaghetti tonight. Stop it.
I know. I don't really have keys coming from overseas. I'm sorry. I had to drop that.
Your grandma made you sandwiches. Your grandma made you sandwiches. Now don't.
Sandwich bologna.
Yeah, so for these artists that are listening, don't take any offense to what we said. We're just saying, build your brand, be consistent, and learn the business.
Yes.
Don't come in this game with a big head like your music is the shit, because there's somebody else out there that make better music for sure. Always somebody that makes better music. But it's all about the branding. All these artists you see out here that's on, and you say, oh, they whack. They whack, but they got their paperwork together. They got a team behind them. They know how to work. They train. They know how that engine work from beginning to end.
Facts.
They stay on the grind.
Facts.
You lose that momentum, you lose you.
Facts. And who can you be mad at? Who would you point the finger at if you did not succeed?
That person you looking at in the mirror.
Facts. Yeah. Facts. That's the only person that's stopping you from shining. Because, like I said, I appreciate people that see me in the same light that I see me in. But at the end of the day, without them, I'm still going to see me. They didn't help me see me. I saw me. So people, I don't know. Go ahead.
Me and my brother got this saying: be a doer. Do it. Don't talk about it. Don't complain, because you're gonna have. It's hard being an indie artist, an independent artist. It's very hard. You have to put in the work that nobody will to get recognized.
Facts. Like Henry said, there'll be nights where you don't sleep. There'll be nights where you're not eating. Because why?
I'm a zombie.
What you want is more important than what you have right now.
No, and then working on top of being an artist and still having to do even with your big releases you got, and like, man, I got to do this. I have to do this. I have to promote this and market this, and it is tough. But if you just stay consistent and work towards it and learn the formula and learn from people that got knowledge, you know, that and take it like, you know, that they're not telling you nothing to, like you said, hurt your feelings or nothing, just helping you grow. Once you're able to receive that in a positive way, there ain't nothing that you can't accomplish as long as you work hard for it.
As an artist, you shouldn't have an ego. As an artist, you shouldn't have an ego. That ego should have left a long time ago. As soon as you became a brand.
I'm gonna tell you where the ego stems from. The ego stems from being at home and you're competing with the people that you live with, and you think this is it. If you don't step outside and see what the world got going on, your ego is going to be crushed when you step outside. I go city to city by myself. They be looking at me, they say, why you here by yourself? Where your people at? Say, I don't need no people. Y'all my people tonight.
Yeah.
When I get on that stage, I put on a show. And that's how I gain my fans. That's how I get more content created. That's how I get more people that want to get behind me and say, hey, I'm with this movement right here. I see you going. I see you grinding. I seen you with nobody. You was there by yourself. I want to be a part of that.
You were at an event of mine and you performed at an event of mine. You came with nobody. You left knowing people.
Oh, yeah. Turn heads. Come in and turn the heads.
You left knowing people. And that's what it should be. You don't have to come with your entourage. Well, you can leave with one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you right.
What you do on the stage with your little 5 minutes.
And you know what? I had an event that we just had called the Brick Fest. And it was a good event with the artists because they were all local artists with names. But I didn't enjoy it because all the artists that came with names, they brought 40 people with them to put them on stage with them. I'm like, we not coming to see all 40 of y'all rap one song.
Right.
We came to see one person. Why y'all not in the crowd? Why y'all not making them look good?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't make them look good by standing on that stage with them. Let them entertain. Let them do their job.
I don't know if it was an event that you were at, but we put on an event. This guy that was in there for something totally different. He was in there for someone's birthday or someone's bridal shower or something. It happened to be, though, he was an artist. And he said, can I get on the stage? And I said, well, I'm only going to charge you a certain amount to come on the stage. I like $75. And he was like, really? All right. Because these are my people. This is my event. I already planned this. But you want to take and enjoy this, then you have to pay me to come on. So he paid his little $75, and his people that were there for something totally different. He already had a cameraman. He already had someone throwing money at him. They had a video shoot in there that they only paid $75 for. That were crowding them on like they were at a big ass concert, and it was because they were prepared.
And see how you said he wasn't afraid to invest in himself. And do that. Yeah. When you find artists like that, even with the management side, if you have artists like that you tell them, I'm doing this and it's going to help you grow, and you know that they really want to grow, they're not going to hesitate. They boom. He probably do that, like you said, like it was nothing.
He did.
He knew that.
He got his own place for his video. He got 3 songs, a DJ. You know what I'm saying? He had everything set up. Now, when you go to a video shoot, you got to have all that stuff already set up for you. But this was already a party, so he was at the perfect spot to do a video.
Artists like that are the ones that'll get it. They get the game and they'll flourish and succeed.
Man, look, artists don't really get it right now. Like, you gotta, if you come from my era of artistry, you're at my age now where everybody my age now got their own studios, their own cameras. They became their own biggest promoter.
Mm-hmm.
The younger artists need to take that. You got to be your promoter. You got to know how to advocate for yourself. You got to know how to carry yourself when you're doing business with these other people. I got some homies, they want to be hood when they meet with these brands. And I'm like, my friends, they like, we don't want to meet that. We don't want to be a part of that. We want to see the business side.
Before this person leaves, hold on, I'm cutting you off for a second. Before this person leaves,
I'm typing it in now.
This person said, where does he send his music? Support it. Where do you submit your music? We are not playing music but right now. Although you can submit your music to, go ahead, Lakes.
Do what I say.
No, yours. What's yours?
Freestyle to go 313@gmail.com.
Put it in the comments so he'll know. It'll say comment.
Okay, I got you.
This way he'll know this is where you can support your and submit your music. We are not playing music at this time, though, although you can submit music to this. Here's a couple.
Definitely.
You're at the right place, you're at the right time, my guy, because we got two platforms sitting right here that does play music.
I'm gonna take this small opportunity to say it's amazing to not see Danny as a little floating head for once on a podcast.
I know.
I know. I feel like now I'm in here with you guys.
It's you. Oh my gosh.
When I'm at work and I'm listening to you guys and stuff, I try to chime in real quick and not get in trouble. There's been a couple times that you guys know I've got in trouble to it, but I'll be wanting to engage and stuff like that. But now I'm here today.
Mike Davis. One right there is on the screen. Do you see it? It says freestyle.
Yep, freestyle to go 313 at
It
Gmail.
says I have a unmixed track, so be aware. That's okay. We don't care about rough
That's okay. So we do an event every Saturday where it's called Pass the Aux. So you can tune in also on our pages and watch it, and you can submit your music that way also. We'll play it every Saturday with Fresh Money Studios. This is what they do every Saturday.
Also, I'm putting this information right here, Mike. Go find this guy. This is
Looking up real bad.
This is Lakes the Great right here. Flex Cargo. That is his business page. That is not who he is. He is Lakes the Great. But
Thank you.
But if you go to Flex Cargo, it's his business page. It's a company. Go to his business page and you will see him and he will help you. So there's a platform, and every Wednesday and every Saturday, I got Twisted Radio. And my email is dowhatasaid@yahoo.com. He's currently in Europe in the military, so thank you in advance. Perfect.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Got you, though. You came at the right time, at the right place, and got the right connection because you want to be heard. Here's two different people in two different parts of the Michigan doing two different things, but we both have the same thing in common, which is music and wanting to help one another grow.
Always.
I am not afraid to water another individual. I will push another platform. I will share another podcast. I will help another thing that artists can go to get heard. And it will not affect me in a negative manner because that's how we all grow, is when we shine light upon each other. And that's what people are afraid of. They're afraid of going to somebody else's event because no one's coming to support them. Well, maybe if you put yourself out there more and you supported yourself more and others, they would come to you. Because when I @ highlights and @ followers, a lot of people show up. I can't help it. When you @ highlights and @ followers, nobody shows up. You must not be going to enough places alone. Go somewhere. Go to someone's event. Show your face in somebody else's thing. Fat Man Customs. I use Fat Man Customs. I am a brand ambassador for Fat Man Customs, and that's where all my merch is. Fat Man Customs said to me, I'm charging you, Kimberly, $13 for a shirt. Whatever you want to charge people is on you. I said, $13 then. He said, you don't want your cut. I said, having my merch out there and other people wearing my brand is a cut in itself.
Yeah.
You're giving me advertisement. Advertisement costs money. I'm able to get free advertisement. You didn't have to let me help you grow. But you chose to. So I'm going to continue Fat Man Customs. If you want our merch, go to Fat Man Customs. Ty's family. Go to him and you'll get our Twisted Team, Unseen Twisted Truth, or Twisted Radio merch. And I'm not charging you more than what he's charging me to print it. You thought about me and you thought about wearing my stuff. That's advertisement. That's enough right there for me. I'm not trying to get rich off of people. I'm trying to mirror them. Your high vibration feeds my energy.
Right.
It's just I can't wrap my head around why people don't want to support one another and they don't want to see other people do great.
Crabs in a bucket.
This guy was constantly sending me stuff in my inbox, and I told him, I said, I don't mind sharing your stuff. I run 4 businesses. I don't want supporting you to become one. If you want me to share your stuff, then you automatically put it on my wall and I'll approve it. Go to Kimberly Vertican and post whatever you want and I will approve it. And I don't care if it gets flagged where I can't get monetized. I can't get monetized anyways because I got too many businesses on there. Facebook don't like it.
That's why I never send you tasteful nudes anymore, Kimberly. No.
I know. You should. Just keep doing it.
We're gonna have a blast at Lake Show. It's gonna be really fun.
Oh yeah, definitely. The creative plug.
Yeah,
So,
Black Friday experience.
So he just sent 2 songs. He goes by Rude Roulette.
Okay.
Rude
We'll
Roulette.
play it this Saturday between 8 and 2 in the morning.
And mine is at 4:20 Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
I can't wait to see
nothing.
I can't wait to see the guys when y'all do that show and the interview of all the different dope artists. So
it's gonna be fun.
Hey, you know what? We're doing so out of all 60 artists, we chose 12 artists to do a commercial. We're going to do it tomorrow. They're going to do a cipher, clean music, and they're going to put it on the news. So we kind of excited about this to help artists and give them that platform to be seen and heard. All the producers that's on the show, they provided us with 2 beats a piece to give to the artists to let them get on and put this on the news and promote themselves.
That's how it should be. So anyways, it is going to be November 29th at 474 Peterborough Road in Detroit, Michigan at the Detroit Shipping Co.
Yep.
From 5 o'clock in the evening until 11 o'clock in the evening, right?
Yep. First artist goes on at 5:05. So any artist who wants to be on the event, if you get there by 4:30 and between 4:30 and 4:55, artists that are on the list can be bumped because we respect artists that are on time and ready to handle business.
He thought we were about to spin it now.
Oh yeah, I'm a shout you that day. I got a radio station interview that I'm going to, and I'm gonna shout the event out on there when I go on there.
Send us our friend request right now, and we'll spin in on the other events and the shows. But this event is gonna be.
He's talking about right now, literally right now.
Oh
yeah, he thought it was being.
He thought right now.
We will.
I have to figure it out.
Shout out
to all the you're up in the military. Yeah, so you might be having.
Shout out to all the people that are part of the event for the 29th. This is coming together very great. It's like 15 of us, 15 different businesses, podcasts, bloggers, interviewers, radio stations. So it's gonna be fun. Got 6 restaurants, we got 2 bars, and kids can actually come to this event also.
All ages
so
are welcome.
All ages.
Yeah, that's dope. You don't have too many where the kids can come to.
Shout out to the Detroit Shipping Co. The Detroit Shipping Co. If you haven't been there, you need to go there right now. It's a great place to take someone out to eat. Great place to listen to music. They do karaoke. They do everything. They do poetry nights on Tuesdays. So definitely go check them out.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So what are you gonna tell artists? What are you gonna tell artists too about supporting themselves? Anybody hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Basically, just basically just to remember that you are a brand at the end of the day. Every time that you step in that booth and do something, you should always look at yourself as I'm a brand, I'm an entity, I'm a business, and I have to do the best professional thing that I can in order to help me grow and expand myself as a business and a brand. Got to support yourself before anybody else can.
That's
Oh
true.
yeah. So what I want to say is make sure you get that visual identity, voice and style. Make sure it's projected well. Make sure your reputation is A1 and stay consistent.
Definitely stay
If you don't do that,
consistent.
if you don't do that, you'll lose. Don't worry about having supporters. You be the number one supporter of yourself.
Facts.
They'll come. They will come.
So
Oh, dude.
people aren't
I guess
going to
that leaves
remember
me.
you. People aren't going to remember you if you don't give them something to remember.
Definitely.
Well, when it comes to
Go ahead.
I got a sport.
Shit.
McMurray.
Okay,
I'm sorry, I'm a little okay, man.
Try it one more time.
So I got a story where I did an event in Tennessee, and it's giving them a memorable moment. So I was in Tennessee and doing the show, and I lost my breath during the show. I was tired. I was worn down. So I sat on the floor. The crowd went crazy. They thought it was a part of the show. I kept going. I improvised. I kept going. But at the end of the night, I had turned so many heads, and people were coming to me like, come on with us to the next city. I had Zaytoven's road manager. She came to me and said, I loved your show. Your performance was crazy. What was that? Was that something you planned? I'm like, no, that was just improvisation. I was out of breath at the time. So get on that stage and make sure you do something that the crowd is gonna remember forever. Every time they see you, they gonna say, that's the guy that did this, or I got it recorded. Make sure it's memorable so people can always come looking for your music. Because once you do that, they're gonna always look for you.
Also, you did not send me no music. I just went and looked, and I didn't have a problem spending you right now just so we could hear it. But you didn't send me anything. So
He might have sent it to me.
So either you gotta send it to me too, because I even put it on my Facebook. So either you gotta send it to me or whatever, David. But I can't play something I don't have. But at the end of the day,
I like what Lake said.
What?
I like what you said about hitting that stage. I always something about I love hitting the stage. Everything I do in life is essentially to get to that point. It's where I do my best work. That and writing music. I was mostly listening to y'all today with the inner monologue going, of course, because I hear things and I know Mozart was a pretty badass person. His name is synonymous with everybody around the house, but he died penniless with syphilitic insanity. So, just because when you said the talent thing doesn't mean anything, because there's a lot of business aspect. You also can't drug yourself out. But you say brands and whatnot, and someone told me I had to get a brand, and then I ended up with the farmer's initials on my ass down the road, and I'm thinking maybe I did this all wrong. Maybe you do need a manager, and and it's good to hear that stuff. It's good to get that out into the community. I'd make whatever you do. You hit that stage, have a panic attack, monetize that. People love that shit. They love authenticity, and make a baby step.
But you are a brand, Henry. The Henry Schwartz Show is a brand. And
I
not only,
was trying to be a brand. I didn't realize I was. I just like to be myself. People seem to pick up on that.
but you are a brand. So you type in the Henry Schul Show, your name will come up, or you type in Kimberly Vertican, and you'll see a picture of this beautiful soul right there. Because
Google me,
he's tied with Unseen Twisted Truths. We are.
I
I
see-
love it.
I seen it yesterday too.
It's your beautiful Henry. 2 pictures of you, Henry, on 2
I
different
know.
pages.
Slutty as hell. I look like I'm ready to party. I just love it. It's great.
But you are a brand. You are part of the Twisted team. You're definitely a
Oh,
brand.
yeah. I love it.
All right,
feel good
David.
about that.
I'm looking. I don't know, my guy.
It's 3:31. I got to actually split, guys. I still got to roll out and take care of a bunch of business.
That's fine. That's fine. I can't find the David stuff anyways. But anyways, I appreciate everybody coming on. I just want to let people know that what it's like to get heard.
Absolutely.
Get heard, man.
Oh yeah, get her. Definitely.
But all right,
Greatest life,
we're gonna wrap this up.
All right. Thank you for having me on. Y'all
All
have
right,
a
much
good
love,
one.
everybody. Peace,
Peace.
peace.
Danny, holy shit.
Echo. It was late. Peace and love.
It was. I love you.
Love you.
Let's get to the bottom of this one. Unspoken truths that I miss one. Tap into the minds of the people. Rather acknowledge before I dismiss one. Atheists, Muslim, Christians, Buddhists, they all got usage. All got perspective. It's a collective. Get to the bottom where the truth is. Where the heart's uncovered. Where you detox from all of the lies you smothered. Where them tries could have killed you. But with faith you recover. Yup. Peel off the makeup, we finna take off. Never said it'd be a cakewalk. Meditate till we charged up. Execute goes regardless. Decalcify my pineal. Breaking language barriers, we saw millennials. Planets passing age rotations, down me we owe. So down me we know. Sometimes we can be slow, that's why my ears open. Every drop you add could complete the ocean. Speak up, play your part too. Been vulnerable, it's so